Hi guys. So in this video we will cover the basics of gesture. Here we will cover like in the depth things like what is the pointer event and all those things will be covered, and tap and press will also be covered. And the upcoming videos we will be covering double tap zooming, pinch to zoom, and dragging, all those things, right? So it will be a series of 2 or 3 videos. So first of all, this is just an simple app I have created already. It's just a vertical grid displaying images here, and no functionality is working here, like tap, press, double tap, nothing is working here, long press, nothing, right? So first of all, I will be telling you about what are the gestures, like basics of gestures. Those are the pointer events. What are those? So I'll be covering that part first. So everything, if we want to interact with this screen, right? So if we use any kind of object, physical object, like if we are tapping it, we are tapping on the, like, so if we are tapping on it, and suppose if we are using stylus to writing on it, that is also input. Sorry, not input, that is also interaction. If we are tapping with our finger, that is also an interaction. Similarly, pressing the key on the keyboard, that is also an interaction. And mouse click is also an interaction. So all these are called pointers. Every kind of object which I mentioned recently, so though they are called pointers. And so how we detect those pointers is detected by pointer events. So pointer events is basically a series of steps there. So let's say if we are just tapping on the screen. So if you observe, first it goes down. First our pointer goes down, then up. If you try to tap slowly, you will observe that thing. If you tap, it will first goes down, our finger will go down, then we pick up the finger, it goes up. So there are two events, down and up, pointer events. Those two pointer events makes up the on tap gesture, right? So similarly on press happens, and similarly on double tap is it happens in the same way, but it happens 2 times. Like first it goes down like this. So if first it goes down, then up, then again down and up. So but if duration between them is specific, that is defined for double tap, if that duration is above that defined duration, then it does not consider a double tap. But if it is that is equal to or maybe less than that duration, then it is considered a double tap, right? So some duration is defined there, like by how much duration we are tapping again, so that is considered there for double tap. Similarly, we consider long press. So long press is we are tapping, sorry, down event is for long time, and then up, right? So then there also we can note down some duration and apply that check. So these are the pointer and pointer events, right? So these are the low level APIs, like pointer events. So basically I have pointed out 3 things here. So for gestures, there are 3 types of, you can say there are 3 ways we can apply these things. So first one is like composable inbuilt support. We can say it is in, like, we have on click in button composable, right? So this is the inbuilt support, and so these are the gestures modifiers. We apply this to composables. Applied to composables, right? So these are, we can say, clickable, draggable, scrollable, etc. So few are more are there, but I am considering like few examples. And third one is like low level, which I just discussed. They are applied using pointer input, and then specific gesture recognizers are used there. Few methods are there, like detect tap gestures, detect drag gestures, all those are used here, right? Detect, drag gestures, etc. So these are very low level. We don't need them unless it's very urgent case, like some specific behavior we are implementing that we are not able to implement using these modifiers, or maybe so then only we need these, right? So these are three ways we can use gestures, and I have covered pointer events as well, and the way we can apply gestures, that point is also covered here. So this is a simple vertical grid actually here. So let's say first of all we will try to use the low level pointer event here if we want to, just for example. But there is a saying in there is an, you can say, idiom in the programming terms, you can say, why reinvent the wheel? So why we should uh, waste the time in creating the things which are already have been implemented, right? So we will not be using that in our implementations like in professional work, but just for understanding I'll be using that. So just for example, consider like pointer input, it accepts one or more keys. Depending upon changing of this key, it gets recomposed again. But here we have just want to compose it one time, right? So we are passing the unit here, right? So here await each gesture is used for capturing all events, right? This is the first term. So if you check it, this is suspend functions. It means it will wait for each gesture to complete, right? And here suppose I just discussed, if we want to click on the image, right, or we can say on tap, so what will happen? First on down event will happen, then on up. So let's say await first down. First we will consume down event, right? Then wait for up or cancellation. This is used for detecting the up event, right? So we will consume it. So this is the way we are consuming, means we are using that event, we are letting that happen, right? So then after this is happened, so suppose here we want to do anything, just for example, let's say what we should do actually, we can display this image in the full screen. Okay, let's make one composable here. Just copy this for example. So full screen image, we can take that. So we can pick up this image, remove this, right? So it will be an full screen image. We can apply modifiers here, modifier dot fill max size, or maybe yeah, let's see that, or maybe we can use this later on. No, let's try it itself. So here we will be passing the one item, right? So this is the full screen image. Here we can just add one more box. for taking maybe for making background, modifier dot background color dot dark gray dot. So if we want to use make it some transparent, we can use some value here. It will be 75%, so 25% opacity will be there. Yeah, it's fine, and we can make it fill max size as well, right? Fine. And so first of all, let's just show it. We will cover up other things later on. So what we want to do here is, so we will be using a variable here. Selected image item by, remember, savable, mutable state of, so it's test data item. Initially we will take up it as null and specify the type here, generic. Fine. So we will be setting that here, and then we will be displaying that image. What is the name? Selected image item equal to so here we are capturing that, and now we will be applying the check here. If selected image item is not equal to null, we'll be showing that full screen image and passing the feed item for that. So let's feed items dot first, let's find first one where it dot id equal to selected image item dot id. Maybe we can directly pass because we are saving the image, so it does not make sense. If we would have picked up the id, then we would have applied this logic, but here we can directly pass that, right? So let's try to run it. If you see, logic is working, but now because on tab we are not closing that, right? So what we can do is on dismiss, right? So we can take this one and we can apply that. Yeah, and one more thing we can do here is this one should be inside the center and max width should be used. So we can remove this and this and this, right? Max width and content alignment we can give it center, and so on this part, on click of this, so we can add clickable here, and here we can do dismiss. If we click on it anywhere, if we click anywhere on the outside, it will be dismissed, right? And on dismiss, what we will be doing is selected image item will be null. Fine. Let's see. Yeah, it looks fine now in the center. Yeah, it's working fine, perfectly fine. On clicking outside, it's hiding as well, right? Fine. So now what we want to do is we want to apply, suppose this is the custom way, like this is the, we can say, custom click, right? Or maybe we can say on tap, custom on tap. But instead we can use, this is just for understanding purpose, so that things will become more clear to you. So here what we are doing is await each gesture. So this is a coroutine which awaits for each gesture, and this coroutine awaits for first down is down event to happen, right? Right. Similarly, this is for first up event, right? Ah, we did that. We didn't do that here. We applied that here, right? So this pointer clear. So this is custom on tab. So if you can try one thing here, you want to try out, if we don't consume this event here, so then what will happen? Currently, if you see, if you press, this will not be visible to you here, so you can check it practically. If you will click here, until you are pressing it, holding the click, so if you are clicking here and holding the click, not picking your thumb up, till that time it will not be opening that image. But once you pick up that, then it opens. It means here we are consuming that. So if you don't do it here, just for example, if you do this, directly here, right? So let's check it here. So then what will happen? So then you will observe, you can try out this thing practically. Then you will observe is, if you will be holding the press for long time, then also it will be doing that stuff. You can see for anything like on tap, on double tap, right? So on long press, all those parts are covered here, right? You can see I am not, you can try it practically. Now I pressed that, but I didn't pick up my finger up, so up even didn't happen, but on the down itself it's applying this logic right here. So this is just for making some understanding of these events, how we can capture this, we can consume them, and how we can await. Similarly, many more events are there. If you see await, drag or cancellation, this will be picking up the dragging. When dragging happens, then this will be triggering. Similarly, vertical drag, and similarly horizontal drag, long press, touch slope. So all many are there. So you can try out each one depending upon your need. So now we will be applying that idioms in our daily life, in programmer's life. So why reinvent the wheel? If you understand the why we should do this, because when this functionality is already built there, so we can use clickable here, and we can do that here. Or maybe before this, let's, for understanding purpose, let me give you one more example. So this is the low level. Now we will be using some detecting the gestures, detect tap gestures, right? Here we will be using the onTap, right? And here if we're doing the same stuff, it will reduce our this part. We don't need to await each gesture, first down, first up. All that will be covered inside onTap. We just need to make this, right? So this is the benefit of these inbuilt modifiers, right? If you see, it's not working, maybe something is wrong there. Detect tap gestures. Yeah, it's working. If you see, now it's working. And one more thing, so there are many problems arises when we have this talkback enabled on our devices, like that is the semantic and accessibility, right? For very blind persons or for some other reasons. So when that service enabled, that also captures these events, and sometimes these events don't work. So we will have to apply semantics as well. We can apply that using this. So I will not cover that in detail, otherwise it will take more time. So that part, all those stuff are already handled inside this by the code automatically. So we don't need to do that. So we can use these, right? And if we more go to some upper level, then we can use clickable as well here. So if you see, it's working fine. On click, it's working, right? So this is more like high level, right? These two are like, first it was on the very core low level, very low level API was there. Then these were some inbuilt gesture recognizers here. Recognizers. Then this is very high level, right? So these are three ways I have covered here. Just for your understanding, I have covered all these ways here. So this is all about the pointer events, and the inbuilt modifiers available there, detect tap gestures, clickables. So these three ways are covered here. So, and in the coming videos we will be covering double tap, long tap, and draggable, pinch to zoom, double tap to zoom. All those things will be covered in one or two videos separately. So this is all about this video, guys. I hope you guys now have an idea about what are pointer events, gestures in Jetpack Compose. So if you like the video, you can share it, you can comment on it, and you can, if you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, you can subscribe as well. So I will see you in the upcoming videos. Till then, bye bye, take care, have a great time, keep coding.